Okay, so we had a 20% correction on Bitcoin. And this morning, when you look at the markets, everything is green, and it's not just mildly green. It's a green, it's a wave of green. You got Celestia up 16.75%, Stacks up 16%, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 up 16%. You can't see this bubble, but Sui, which is behind me, 18%. And a lot of people are asking me a question, and I bet you're asking the same question. Did you miss the bottom? Have you missed a generational buying opportunity in crypto? Or is this thing going to go lower? Should you start putting money into the market right now, or is this thing going to go a lot lower? That is the most important question that we are going to answer on today's show. Also today, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's something that we've been brewing for a long time, and today you're going to hear it on the show today. And let me tell you, when you do, it could change your lives. So let's do this, guys. We've got a big show. I'm so confused because I see people in the thing going, run for president. Then someone saying, run the repeat man. I do repeat myself. It's part of ADD. Someone says, I love Ivan's live videos. Sue, are you saying you love Ivan's live videos more than you love my live videos? Let me get something straight here. Are you cheating on us? Run for president. I like that one. Run for president. But if I was president, I'd be late for every single meeting. Listen, guys, we've got a lot to get through today. Everywhere I go, people are asking me, is that it? Is the dip over? Did I miss the dip? Should I be buying? Is this the right time to be buying? Everything's getting so confusing. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to show you exactly what the data says. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing about it. And then you can make a decision as to whether you want to do what I'm doing or whether you want to do what the researchers are doing, which did you guys update your spreadsheet? Is it updated? Okay, good. Gustavo says updating it now. Don't put pressure under him. He's updating the spreadsheet now. Anyway, so listen. First of all, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to our channel immediately. And I'll explain to you, there's one very, very, very good reason why you need to subscribe to our channel. This is the reason over here. We are bringing back the Banter bags. Now, what are the Banter bags? The Banter bags are, well, first of all, you need to understand what an IDO is. So an IDO is an early stage allocation. Now, as Banter, we get access to very, very, very early stage allocations. And we are going to give these early stage allocations we're going to take $1,000 of these early stage allocations, and we're going to give them to you, the community. We're going to put them into bags. We're going to accumulate all these early stage allocations into the Banter bags, and then we're going to give it away. Now, the first time we gave it away, we ended up giving away a couple of $1 million. The second time, I think we also ended up giving away like close to $1 million. The third time, we started getting the Banter bags at the wrong time as the market started to collapse. So that one didn't go so well. But we are considering taking the winners of those Banter bags, and either we're just going to pay out what is in the last Banter bags, or we'll actually add them into this Banter bags. But listen, if you want to make life-changing money, I'm just getting a message here to say we actually might even have our first sponsor. We do. We have our first sponsor. Okay, so today it's a very, very, very big game, okay? Today it's a very, very, very big day because not only have we launched the Banter bags, but holy shit, we just got our first sponsor. They put $1,000 into the Banter bags. I'm going to tell you who they are a bit later. If this Banter bags does 100x, that's the first $100,000 in the Banter bags. And we'll just give it away to the community. Now, what needs to happen for us to give it away to the community? Well, we have to get 1 million subscribers on Banter and 350,000 subscribers on Banter Plus. So if you're not already subscribed to Banter, you're not already subscribed to Banter Plus, do it now. Do it now, because you never know when we can win. We don't choose the winner at the end. I might just go into the chat now and say something crazy like J-Dog could be the winner. I didn't say that, but I'm saying I could say that. Or I could say John Gilbert is the winner. Or I could say that Lucas Constantini is the first winner of the Banter bags. Or what I could say is Coffee Please is the winner, the first winner in the Banter bags. Coffee Please, if you're a subscriber to our channel, you are the first winner in the Banter bags. I can't believe I just gave away the first out of, say, 10 winners in the Banter bags. Coffee Please, you are the first winner. If you're a subscriber and if you have an exchange account using a Crypto Banter link. So you got to prove that you had an exchange account at any of our partner exchanges, okay? ByBit, BitGet, CoinW, BingX, KuCoin, As long as you've used a Banter link to sign up, you win the Banter bags. Coffee, please. If you are a subscriber and you've got a link, you are our first winner in the Banter bags. We're only going to give them away, though, when we get to 1 million subscribers at Banter and 350,000 subscribers at Banter Plus. So, wow. How's that? I can't believe I wasn't planning on giving it away, but you see, the excitement got me. And then I went and did something dumb, like give away the Banter bags on the first day. Doesn't matter. Coffee, please. Congratulations. If you have an exchange account using a Crypto Banter link. Now, let's say hypothetically and theoretically that you don't have an exchange account using a Banter link. Oh, okay. So George is also doing a show now. Apparently, they said it's going to be a lot more boring than our shows. You can also see a lot less people waiting. Crypto Banter. So what you do, if you don't already have an exchange account, you go to the bottom of this video. And you'll see that now let's say hypothetically we have a whole lot of partner exchanges, and we're going to add a whole lot more partner exchanges over here. Just sign up with any one of the partner exchanges, and I really hope that Coffee Please actually had a Banter account or a ByBit account or a Bitcoin account, because otherwise he might not get life-changing wealth. And we started this so early that this money could be worth, like, I don't know. I mean, last time it was like $3 million. Imagine we land up changing people's lives and giving away like more than $3 million. Anyway, Coffee, please. Someone said, what happened with Annie? I will answer that at the end of the show. Remind me, and I will answer that for you guys at the end of the show. All right, so someone said, if you haven't already got an exchange account, get an exchange account. I'm also going to show you in a second why else you need an exchange account. But in the meantime, let's get the show on the road. We've got a lot to talk about. And I want to start off by just analyzing why the market actually turned green, because there's a very, very, very good reason why all of a sudden today the market looks like this. Yesterday it was the exact opposite picture, and I'm going to show you why the market actually turned green. Remember yesterday when we met here in this very classroom at this exact same time, and what did we say? We said that actually the GBTC unlock is a black swan event in crypto. Remember I said to you, like, it's so unusual for us to have an event where 620,000, the largest Bitcoin holder in the world other than Satoshi, eventually gets their coins unlocked. That is, for all intents and purposes, a black swan event. And you know the thing about black swan events is they are unnatural events, and there are unnatural events which happen like very, very, very rarely in our lifetimes. Like if you think of the black swan events in our lifetimes, COVID, certainly that was one of them. Brexit, that was maybe one of them. I don't know if intervention in Libya was a black swan event. The global financial crisis, that was one of them. What you can see here, 9/11, that was one of them. Black swan events are very, very, very rare events. And that's really how we should view the Grayscale event. We'll never, ever, ever in our entire lifetimes, we will never have an event where the largest Bitcoin holders' coins were locked up and then become unlocked on one day. And so yesterday I said to you, look, the way to understand this is you need to understand what previous black swan events looked like. How do they affect the market? I told you, I did the analysis yesterday, and what you can see is that generally the market reacts very, very, very badly in the beginning of the black swan event. Just look at this part over here. And then very quickly, when the market rationalizes what's going on, the market bounces really, really hard. You can see the same thing happen here. Intervention in Libya, that's not a black swan. Brexit vote, big correction, and then immediate dip to go parabolic. COVID-19, big correction, and then immediate parabolic dip. So what we saw exactly that behavior with GBTC. It's a black swan event. As I said to you, what's going to happen is the market's going to imagine the worst, assume the worst, and then at some point, there's going to be a turning point. That's what I said to you yesterday. At some point, there's going to be a turning point. Something's going to happen and the market's going to say, okay, the worst is over and now it's time for us to go parabolic. That's what's going to happen. I said this to you yesterday. I did say this to you yesterday. Then, I mean, I don't know if it was luck or skill. I don't know what it was. But yesterday, just after the show, we started to see the ETF race. We saw the ETF horse race continue. And what did we see in the ETF horse race? Well, the bad news is that we saw a net outflow day. More money flowed out of ETFs than flowed into ETFs. That was like the bad news. But the good news is that if you look at the Grayscale liquidations, it looks like they're starting to get a bit tired. first they started off with $2 billion, then $1 billion. And then you can see that slowly, they're starting to get a little bit tired. And someone said, interesting development, GBTC flows seem to be weakening. And so what the market realized when that started to happen, when they realized that maybe the worst of the GBTC selling is behind us, what happens? All of a sudden we got a bid. All of a sudden, where there was no bid, we got a bid. You can see the green was the buying walls, and then the red becomes the thin selling walls. And then what happened? Altcoins went ballistic. You can see the altcoins went absolutely ballistic. You can see it over here. Also, by the way, you can see that it's every single sector in the altcoin. So remember, we added in this new filter for you guys on Banter Bubbles. If you wake up in the morning and you want to see, okay, you see the market's moving, but you want to see which narratives are moving the quickest, hit hot narratives. You see that? Now you can see that all the narratives have bounced really well. So the meme coins have bounced 8%. Layer 2s have bounced 5%. The NFT market's bounced 8%. We tried to plot this yesterday. We tried to plot this earlier onto a spreadsheet. Here we go. So you can see here that deepen, you can see like most of the narratives went up. Obviously, memes went up the most because that's the most leveraged trade. Like when we go down, meme coins will go down the most. When we go up, the DGens will max bid the smallest 5 meme coins. So the idea is when you wake up and you see a green day like this or a red day, you want to see which narratives are performing. Just click on hot narratives. Now you can see which narratives are actually performing. Also, if you want to see which ecosystems are performing, whether it's Aptos, Polkadot. By the way, we're going to be spending a lot more time speaking about Polkadot very soon. Fantom, you can see all the narratives are actually starting to pump. The one that pumped the most, the ecosystem that pumped the most today is the Atom ecosystem, followed by Solana, DOT, etc. So that is what happened yesterday. As soon as we got the dip, we started seeing as soon as we got the dip in GBTC selling, we started seeing the bubbles turn completely green. It was every single sector that went green. But some coins actually outperformed other coins. And that's what we need to look at. Because if you can understand which coins are outperforming on the bounces, then you can understand what the narrative is for the next stage of the bull market. And we're going to talk about that narrative in a few seconds. Also, while we're on Banter Bubbles, just a quick reminder that if you go to Win Big and you predict the price of Solana, Ethereum, Sui, Say, Bonk, and Arbitrum, or any one of them, and you have an exchange account. Like for example, Solana, you have to have the exchange account on ByBit, and you can predict the price of Solana at the end of Feb, you will win $10,000 worth of Solana. If you go to, for example, Sui, and you have a ByBit account on Sui, and you've traded Sui in your ByBit account, you go and predict the price of Sui and you can win $10,000 worth of Sui. And the same thing for all the other ones. So go and predict the prices, because that's another reason that you need to have an account with a Crypto Banter link. So 2 reasons. One is the Banter bags, and one is that you can actually win up to $60,000 every single month by just having an account with a Crypto Banter link. It's so easy, guys. And it's at the beginning of the bull market. So you need to go and get these exchange accounts. Don't delay. Go and get your exchange accounts immediately. All right, so we know what happened yesterday. The black swan is now kind of like out the way. I think the market's going to start looking beyond GBTC. I think the market's tired of GBTC. I think we've priced in GBTC, and we need to look at kind of like that beyond GBTC. And so I think let's quickly just take a look at where we are now. So if you look at it on the short-term horizon, on the short-term time frame, this is the daily. On the daily, the RSIs have kind of reset. In fact, if you look at the last couple of times that the RSIs were at around 37, kind of look at where the markets were at that time. So here it was, in the beginning of a huge bounce. Usually when the RSIs on the daily gets to the low, we can expect some kind of short-term bounce. On the weekly, I'm not that convinced yet. I've got to be honest. Like on the weekly, the RSI is still a little bit, in my mind, a little bit elevated, which means that we can probably expect a short-term bounce, but maybe it's not the end of the current correction. Someone says here, there might be some fuel left to the dump, but the daily RSIs are approaching the same levels that have marked bottoms in the last year. I still believe in explosive reversal to new highs rather than consolidating for a couple of months. When I look at the RSIs over here, so if I look at the RSIs over here on the daily, the tokens, the altcoins are starting to come down to buy areas. On the 4-hour, buy areas. On the weekly, Not there yet. Not there yet. So that makes me feel like what could happen is we're going to get pushed up to 41,000 more or less. And I think, if you look at this, it's an inverse head and shoulders, which might actually take us there. Then, because you've got so many buys at the low levels, and at the upper levels, what you've got is you've got a whole lot of shorts. I think that if we go up to like 41 or 42 in this bounce, we start to liquidate the shorts. If we start to liquidate the shorts, then it becomes, wow. Then we start getting the short liquidations, and then this market just goes like crazy. So I think that's what happens next. Also, I don't really believe this, but we should maybe mention that February is a very good month for Bitcoin. You can see if you look at the last couple of years, 1, 2, 3, in the last 11 years, we've only been red twice in February, and February is coming up at the moment. So, if you want to leave it up to February, then yeah, I think that's February is generally a very, very good month. But as I said, I'm not, even though in the short term, I think that maybe we've seen the worst, I'm not sure that this is the end of the correction. And I said this yesterday on my tweet. I said, the average respectable correction in a bull market is about 30%. Now, as I showed you guys yesterday, we are down now 20%. And I said that, look, 20% is not a respectable dip. We didn't even manage to scare Wendy O. So I don't think that 20% is a respectable dip. But what I said here as well, you're not going to catch the bottom. And if you miss the run up, you'll start kicking yourself and you'll start saying, I missed a generational buying opportunity. And it could be a generational buying opportunity, because I'm not sure that ever in our generation, we're going to have a black swan event like the one that we're having now. Like, most of us aren't looking at this with the right lenses. Most of us aren't going, hold on a second. This is maybe a once in a generation opportunity where we're actually getting the second biggest Bitcoin holder in the world other than Satoshi, unlocking all their tokens that have been locked up for so many years. That is a black swan event. And the thing is that we may actually start going down. We may continue with this dip. And as I said, we may continue going very far down. In fact, Charlie Bolello says, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. He says in December 2017, ahead of Bitcoin futures trading, we had an 84% correction. In October 2021, before the Bitcoin futures ETF, we had a 78% correction. So it could get a lot worse. I mean, I don't think that that's what's going to happen, but it could get a lot worse. He's also showing that when you look at like real Bitcoin corrections, this correction, not this correction, not scary at all, not a respectable correction. But what I said is, look, my theory is we may continue to go down, but it's probably time to start nibbling. And I said that yesterday, and yesterday was an unbelievable time to actually start nibbling. In fact, if you did start nibbling, these are the returns that you would have got. If you started nibbling when you saw my tweet yesterday, by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, my handle is @Cryptomanran. Apparently, at least 6 people that have followed me on Twitter have become millionaires. So I don't know, maybe you'll be the 7th. You should follow me @Cryptomanran on Twitter. But I said, look, the idea is that you're not going to catch the bottom. And for me, this is about 2/3 of a correction. And so basically what I want to do is I want to go to the last, what I think will be the last third of the correction. So let's just say that this is the next part of the correction that happens over here. And we do go down another, I don't know, even if we go down to 32, another 14%. What I want to say is that I never landed up buying over here. And I did do all my buying at this part of the correction, I think that the worst part of the correction is over. And now is actually the time where you want to be dollar cost averaging or starting to buy the pump. So I'll show you one of the trades that I actually made in this period is I switched more bullish than bearish now. So what you can see is that I said that I'm currently holding Bitcoin, and my Bitcoin is effectively GBTC, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch that out, and I'm going to sell my GBTC, and I'm going to go into MicroStrategy. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because if MicroStrategy is a leverage bet on Bitcoin, I don't want to be holding the leverage bet on the way down, because then you can see that every time that Bitcoin goes down, MicroStrategy goes down a whole lot more. So like here, Bitcoin went down 21%, MicroStrategy went down 39%. But if you look at the ups, when Bitcoin goes up a little bit, MicroStrategy goes up a lot. And so what I've done is I've shifted from bear mode to bull mode. Now I'm switching my GBTC into MicroStrategy. I've gone from unleveraged to leveraged. I'll also show you a couple of altcoin trades, which I took, which I think you might want to do that. Sorry guys, what's going on with the like situation? Am I right in saying there's only 952 likes?
Must be a mistake.
It has to be a mistake. There's no way. Guys, I got you $1,000 worth of a new project, a huge project, a BRC20 project. It's called PECland. It is going into our banter bags. It's the first project that's going into our banter bags. Now, let me tell you something. This project will probably do 100x. Okay, now you can see, just look at okay, we are investors in the project. You see Ice-T Labs is an investor in the project. This project's going to do amazingly well. We have got $1,000 for you in the banter bags at the moment. Let's just see their Twitter account over here. This is their Twitter account. We have their website over here. This is their website. Go and check out this project. It is launching, I think, pretty soon. I think in a couple of days. But go and check it out. It's a BRC20 open world metaverse type project. Go and check it out. We do have $1,000 of that in the banter bags for you guys. It is the first time. Remember, if you want to win the banter bags, other than coffee now, you've got to have a Crypto Banter exchange account, any exchange account, and you've got to be a subscriber to Banter and Banter Plus. I really hope Coffee Now was subscribed to Banter Plus. I really hope that was the case. Because if not, Houston, we have a problem. Well, we don't. Coffee Plus is a problem. We don't have any problems. Cool. So I said, look, we have had a correction. It hasn't been a respectable correction. I did see this tweet by Rect Capital where he says he thinks we've hit the pre-halving top. He may be right, but if the halving is going to happen in March or April, that means we're going to go all the way back up to 48 in March or April, before March or April. I think, to be honest, I think he's wrong. Someone says the damage is done now. The weekly cycle top, mid-Feb, best case for lows. So March. Okay, so they're saying between Feb and March. It could be right. They could be right. I just don't care for picking bottoms. What I'm saying is we've had a 20% correction in Bitcoin. Some of the alts are down like almost 50%. I'm going to start laddering in now. And I'm not going to kick myself and say, you know what, I had a generational buying opportunity. And what did I do? I fucked the whole thing up. I was a spectator. I sat on the side and all I did was watch as everybody else made generational wealth. No, I'm going to start laddering in. And I did start laddering in. I'll show you some of the trades which I took. So some of the trades which I did take, I topped up on our rune position over here, around these levels on ByBit. I topped up on GMX at around $40, $41. I topped up. I topped up on Arbitrum at about the same prices now. Why? I'm not going all in. I haven't gone crazy yet. I haven't gone crazy. I'm slowly starting to nibble. Slowly starting to nibble. And the reason why I'm comfortable to nibble is because what I know is that in the early stage of the bull market, the market is going to forgive me. If this is true, and we really are here, where you can see here, and we're in this accumulation phase over here, I know that the next part of this becomes parabolic, right? It's not, there's many measures. I mean, look at that. Are you telling me that this halving cycle is going to be that different from all the other halving cycles? No, can't be that different. I mean, okay, maybe it will, but can't see it being very different, which means that if I invest now and I make a few mistakes, it doesn't really matter because I'll make it up on the way up. So, I mean, I also saw this. He says each 4-year candle breaks its each candle 4 breaks its 4-year cycle. So we're going to break through there. So I know that right now it's so early in the bull market that even if we do get down to 30 or 32,000, I just keep buying. And if I'm bought it a little bit too high, who cares? Who cares? Because it's so early, the market's going to forgive me. The market's going to forgive me. And so I started taking the trades. A couple of trades that I've made. One is I swapped my GBTC into MicroStrategy. Why? Because I'm going from bearish mode into bullish mode. Bearish mode, but remaining in the market says I want to be in Bitcoin. Bullish mode says I want. Someone says Gummy Friday await. You guys are going to hold me into that, eh? You guys are going to hold me into that. I think 𝗥𝗫𝗕𝗏 won the previous banter bags. Actually, I think 𝗥𝗫𝗕𝗏 won the previous banter bags. As we said, we're going to decide whether we're going to incorporate those winners into the current banter bags or just pay out the last banter bags. We're going to have a vote with the Crypto Banter DAO on Friday. Crypto Banter management team on Friday. We're going to have a vote. We'll let you know while we're eating the gummies what the vote is. So I've gone bullish. Bullish means not going all in. I'm not saying this is a generational low. I'm not saying that we've got to the bottom. I'm just saying we're in the right zone. Start swapping your Bitcoin into leverage Bitcoin, which is what I did. Bitcoin into MicroStrategy. I started to buy some calls on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗕𝗏. I bought some calls here. Why? Because I just want, in case the market wants to go up, I want to be there and I want to be buying the call options. If you're not already trading on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏, go and get an account. There's a link below. You need to learn how to trade on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏. You know why you need to learn how to trade on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏? Because before the institutions were here, you were trading against retail investors. Now, if you're trading Bitcoin or ETH, you're trading against institutional investors. They are smart. They have tools that you don't have. One of the tools that they have that you don't have is options. And now you can get access to options in crypto. So get an account. I think you get $50. I think you still get $50. I'm not sure if they're still doing that. And you can actually start trading options. I'll actually do an options trading tutorial for you guys, maybe on the weekend, if nothing else happens. Cool. So yeah, we will talk about altcoins in a few seconds. And I will show you exactly what we're buying, what we're selling, what's pumping, why it's pumping, etc., etc. But first, before that, I think we should quickly cross over to the race, the Cointucky derby, which is this derby over here. So let's look at what's happening when it comes to the ETFs. This is everything up until yesterday. There we go. So you can see this is everything up until yesterday. You can see the position of the ETFs. As I said yesterday, not a great day for ETFs in total because we had a net negative on the day. But the good news is that the GBTC selling seems to be getting lighter and lighter. And that's why investors are starting to look past it. Also, listen, GBTC have already redeemed 100,000 of their 600,000 Bitcoin. So how many are they going to redeem? I mean, they're not going to go to zero. Let's say that half are going to get redeemed. I mean, let's start off with an assumption of half. If it's half, well, we're 100,000 in, there's 200,000 to go. And someone did an analysis and he went, he said, like, if they went weekly, if they went linearly, there would be 42 days, but they're not going to go linearly. It's going to slow down a lot. So it's going to become like a very long, shallow process while we wait for them to bleed out. You've got this thing in the market where this Grayscale trust has caused so many problems for the crypto. Our internet is cut out. Are we live? Okay, so we're back. So as I said, I'm very, very, very grateful for what happened with Grayscale, and I'm very, very, very grateful that they took the SEC to court and that they won the case. Very, very, very grateful for that. But I also acknowledge that something is that they are a big, nasty thorn in this market. If you think about all the times that they collapsed this market, if you think about the big collapse last year with Terra and with Three Arrows Capital, that was all caused as a result of the GBTC leverage and the people that were trading this discount on GBTC. And now again, they like this big, nasty, disgusting overhang in the market. And I just wish this GBTC thing would go away, and I can't wait for it to actually happen. And that's my rant over for today. Anyway, look, be that as it may, the lady from Bitcoin, from BlackRock, she's happy with the way the ETF launch has happened.
I mean, I will say by every measure, this launch has gone incredibly well. We've really seen a groundswell of interest coming from many directions. When you look at volumes, when you look at flows, when you look at how the product itself is trading, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, what we like to refer to as IBIT, has traded more than 3.5 billion. Since its launch just a little over a week ago, we've brought in more than 1.6 billion in flows. We're the number one issuer, new issuer, both in terms of volume as well as flows. When you look at the spreads, we're trading at a penny wide. This is exactly what you want to see. What we're here for is to provide investors access, and that's exactly what we're doing.
So
you
what's
see,
next?
so they ask her, what's next? Are we going to get an ETH
BlackRock
ETF?
products? I mean, does this now clear the way for consideration of an Ethereum ETF as well?
And actually, funny enough, the same question was actually asked to 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 from the SEC, who was one of the commissioners that actually voted, and she voted yes for the thing. And you can listen to what she says. Like the guy's quite smart. She said, listen, are you going to make us take you to court again, or are you actually just going to approve this ETF? Listen to what she says.
The thing to square is, if it was only the case that Bitcoin ETFs got approved because of a court ruling specifically about Bitcoin ETF applicants, does that mean that, in your reading, that's going to happen to have an ETH ETF approved?
Fair question.
Another court case?
Yes. And an appeal and the whole process and, the battle.
That's not how we're going to do our approvals. As I've said through this process, what we need to be doing is we need to just be applying regular way consideration to these products, the same kind of consideration that we apply to similar products. And so we shouldn't need a court to tell us that our approach is arbitrary and capricious in order for us to get it right. So I
look, we all agree. So I think next is we're going to start getting the ETH ETF. And I think that hopefully they're not going to have to go to court. Remember, when the ETH ETF comes, then the ETH ETF is going to be like the beginning of like a big alt season, because what's going to happen is first the ETH related altcoins are going to start running, and then the whole altcoin market's actually going to start running. So a lot to look forward to. Hopefully they're not going to have to go to court again. I mean that's pretty much it. Anyway, let's go to altcoins. I know that's why you guys are here. I see you guys are excited about the banter bags. I'll tell you, I'm also very excited. As I said, I wasn't made aware of this before the show, but as the show started, people were talking about the PECland metaverse, the BRC20 metaverse. Holy shit. So they gave us $1,000 in the banter bags. Remember, we're going to keep filling up these banter bags. Millions and millions and millions and millions. And can someone get me that meme where Trump goes millions and millions and millions and millions and millions? And do you have that meme, Gustavo? We're going to send us that meme, and you're going to see how much money is going to be in the banter bags. It's going to be millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in the banter bags. Have an exchange account. Subscribe to Banter. Subscribe to Banter Plus. If not, you're not going to win. Coffee Now. I don't think Coffee Now was subscribed to Banter Plus. The guys are nodding here saying Coffee Now wasn't subscribed to Banter Plus. No. Say it's not true. Is it? Oh man, that would be terrible. That would be terrible, guys. That would be terrible. All right, let's talk about altcoins, because that's why you're here. DJs, let's talk about altcoins, DJs. Someone says, and I like this because I want to make millions and millions and millions. Where's the meme, Gustavo? It's coming. Okay, here. Is this the meme? Is that the YouTube one? Is that the one? Okay, so someone asked Trump, how much money?
And billions 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 and billions.
That's how much money.
And billions and billions and billions and billions and billions.
That's how much money we're gonna have in the banter bags one day, hopefully. That's how much money we're gonna have in the banter bags. Anyway, let's go into, as I said, altcoin. So I did like this tweet where the guy says we might be, out of the accumulation range and doing a retest, maybe, and then from there we just go up only. In the meantime, let's look at what's going on in the altcoin market. Market's telling you a story. Ooh, it looks like in the last hour it's been green. Yes. 𝗕𝗏, we are big holders of 𝗕𝗏. 𝗬𝗥𝗏, we are big holders of 𝗬𝗏. You see, here's one of our small 𝗬𝗏 positions. I did say to you guys, I showed you live when I bought it. Where is our 𝗬𝗏 position? Here we go. How much are we up? We are up $40,000 on our 𝗬𝗏 position. Up 461% over here, right over here. Tempted to buy more. Next dip, I'm buying more 𝗬𝗏. You need to look at the narratives that recover the quickest, because when the dip happens, that's what you want to be buying. So, Celestia, 𝗕𝗏, Manta plays into all the right narratives. We'll talk about that. Let's see what let's see. Remember yesterday we showed the researchers. So we looked at the researchers, and now we're going to see which researcher performed the best on the 1 day time frame. So Paulo, unfortunately, you're still at a loss, bro. You're not worried about it. Okay, Paulo's at a loss. Paulo's not looking good, bro. You know, like what Castillo says. Have you ever listened to Castillo? Yeah, I'll get you Castillo. He says, hold on, let's find Castillo. What's Castillo's, where it says it's not looking good, bruv? Do we have Scarecrows? Can you send me Castillo's Twitter so we can say, we can play it for Paulo? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. All right, Kapoor, not bad. Yours is 15.87% up. Your biggest recovery is in Picasso. Okay, good. Yes, of course, we like that. Joe went with the meme coin. You see, you got dog with hat. And remember, the meme coins always bounce first. So dog with hat, he's 12.86% up. Gustavo, who is up on Alephium, very good. Oh, you went for Welsh Corgi coin as well. Hey, so you went on Alephium and Welsh Corgi coin, which is the meme coin on Bitcoin. It's actually it's on Stacks. It's on a layer 2.
But it's inscribed on Bitcoin.
It's inscribed on Bitcoin. Okay, so you're up 15.59%. These are not bad 1 day returns. Chris, who is not here today, up 4.79%. Look, guys, this is a long-term game. It's not a game that you have to win in 1 day. But congratulations to everyone except for Paulo. You're not doing very well, my friend. By the way, most of the recoveries were actually in the new frontrunners group. Now, a lot of you didn't see these recoveries because you're not part of frontrunners, and that's okay. That's okay. The reason why you're not part of frontrunners is because frontrunners is not yet open. So it is the official Banter Discord. If you want to sign up for the trial, we're only taking 1,000 people for the trial. There is a link below. I think we had like 900 yesterday. So there's like a space for another 100. Remember, we're only taking 1,000. And once there's 1,000 in, you have to wait for someone to die to actually get in or leave. So die or leave. And people don't want to leave. So you know what that means. You have to wait for them to die, which is, I mean, that could take a long time. There is a link below. Is there a link below? Or am I just telling people there's a link below? Join the front runner. You just join the waiting list. Just go here, book your spot. It's not we're not there yet. You say 300 spots left. There's only 100 spots left, bro. Okay, next up when it comes to altcoins, Sui. We are holding Sui. We are looking to buy more Sui on the dips. Why? They are starting to now all the partnerships are coming. Yesterday they had a partnership with Alibaba. They're talking about, together we're launching an array of new services to support the current Move developers on Sui, targeting the Asian market. Okay, so they're targeting the Asian market. I have actually spoken to them and I said to them, look, why don't I know what you guys are doing? And you know what they said? They said, it's because you're in the Western market and all of our efforts are in Asia. So that's one of the things. You'll see one of the things they're doing is they're building an AI assisted tool. Just have a look here. So no music equals copyright strikes. You see, you can actually they built this AI tool that can help you navigate how to build on Sui, which is very, very good with Alibaba. And speaking of AI tools, we also have an AI tool. Well, not us, but one of our partners is called ChainGPT. I was messing around with it because now I've got a whole lot of credits. I want to show you. Now you can see here, I can type a message here. Ask me something about blockchain. What is a good meme coin on Solana? Okay, so you go to this, it's ChainGPT, it'll give you real answers. Okay, let's see what it says. Do you think it'll be a good answer? I hope it'll be a good answer. Let's see. It's taking a long time to think. Dog with hat. You see, it's right, right? It's right, that's the one. So if you want a crypto companion, one that'll help you, you can go to ChainGPT, and now they've got a bot that actually executes trade for you. What do they call this bot? GT Protocol, which actually executes trades and shit for you. Other altcoin news. So a lot of people are actually going to Sui for the airdrops, and there's a lot of airdrops that might actually be coming. Here's a list of, so Bucket, Aftermath Finance, what's this? Krea Finance, Bucket Protocol. What is this? What's 𝗕𝗕𝗕𝗕? So liquid staking on 𝗬𝗓. Go and use these because there is the airdrop narrative, right? You play with all of these?
You can win free airdrops, possibly with Bucket.
Oh, well, okay. So Bucket also has airdrop. So just if you like this whole 𝗬𝗓 narrative, this is probably a very, very, very cool place to go. Another thing which I saw today. So look, we're investors in Fantom. I was actually a Fantom advisor when they launched, and we've been riding this Fantom wave for the whole bull market. But Fantom has been good, but it hasn't been that good. And I've always said to myself, Fantom will be good when 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓𝗓 actually comes out and says, you know what, I'm going to do another amazing thing in crypto. And he's starting to tweet it's almost like he's got that itch to do amazing things in crypto. So he says, sentiment check, I have about 4 unreleased DeFi primitives. Should I continue releasing my unshelved DeFi prototypes? Obviously, the answer is yes. And he's starting to release all of this. Let's see what it's doing to the Fantom price. So FTM USD. Let's see, is anything happening to Fantom? That's a bounce for ants. That's not a real bounce. Okay, but someone says run with gummies. That's actually quite a good one. I like that. You'll see on Friday, run with gummies. Also, 2 other narratives. This is, by the way, our sponsor, Commonwealth. Yesterday, we showed the wrong Commonwealth site. This is the correct Commonwealth site. If you want to farm for their airdrop, and you are going to get an airdrop, and remember, Commonwealth is like an early access investor protocol. So you go to the site, and there's a link below. The correct site is below, and then you can register for it and get the airdrop. Also, if you want early access to a layer 1 blockchain that is, what did you call it? You called it a karma-friendly layer 1 blockchain. Good karma investing. What they're doing is they are tokenizing carbon credits on this very, very, very fast layer 1. You can get in on the whitelist. There's a link below. Get in, check it out, do your research. It might actually be a very cool investment. What else is there? I did see something which I actually really liked. So China is struggling. China is struggling big time, guys. And this might actually be in our favor. So when you look at China over here, this is the ETF from China, and just shows you what the Chinese markets have done. Now, I'm going to show you how bad the Chinese markets have been. That is what the Chinese markets look like. So if you go back to COVID time, or let's say 2021, the Chinese markets are down 62%. The stock markets are down 62%. And you can see that this all happened while the US market is starting to go up. So why is this relevant to us? Because this is a crypto show, and why am I talking to you about Asian people and Asian markets? Well, the reason is because how will China get itself out of this is by putting more stimulus. More stimulus in China equals more liquidity in the world, and that could actually take Bitcoin and altcoins up. So Carl Chassis says China is about to pump 1 trillion yuan, $139 billion into the market as a long-term liquidity. And so I think we should keep our eyes open on this Chinese thing. And also China's banned short selling so that their markets may actually recover. Someone says, love the banter bags. Someone says, cheese my buddy. Someone says, pushing your bags in every video. Which bags? I'm pretty transparent with all my purchases. You saw them. What happened to Annie? She's the best trader. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. I will address it. I just don't think this is the time and place, but I will address it at some point. Do we have the it's not looking good, bruv? Has anyone sent it to me? Come on, everyone. We must have the guy. Is his name Castillo? Castillo, maybe. Castillo. No, his name is Castillo. Has anyone got him? Man, I can't believe I don't have his thing. I can't believe I can't find him. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. Fred knows what it is, but Fred doesn't watch the show anymore because he's too deep down the meme coin thing. Hold on. They are sending me things, yeah? Not looking good, bruv. Not looking good. Okay, they're not sending me what I need to see. Let's quickly just look at the banter bubbles and let's look at the newsroom and just see if there's anything that's breaking right now as we speak. Here we go. Here we go. Anything breaking right now as we speak. You can see all our researchers live here in the newsroom. So even Kyle Dupes is also in the newsroom. I didn't even know that. Dow Jones, blow off top in motion. We know that that's happening. You see, Banter Girl has just sent it to me. Banter Girl just sent it to me. Thank you, Banter Girl. You're a legend. We love you.
Big man thing, yeah. It's not looking good, bruv.
Hello, your portfolio. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Big man thing, yeah. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Where is it? In which group? Ah, in the newsroom. Okay, that's the WhatsApp. That's the guy. Ah, hold on. We have another one here. Hold on. Let's quickly just see what's going on.
Big man thing, yeah. I got a DM saying, "Yo, bro, my girl is going on a girls' holiday with some of her mates. One of them is clapped. One is a serial cheater who slept with bare man. One's already cheated on her boyfriend, and the others are in talking stages. My girl is the baddest one out of all of them. Am I in the wrong for not wanting her to go on holiday?" Big man thing, yeah. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Birds of a feather flock together. And I'm 99.9% sure as soon as your girl touches down, she's going to be taking black willies, white willies, Mediterranean willies, exotic willies, bruv. Your girl's mouth's about to be the United Nations, bruv.
Oh my God.
Man, the man will be flying in and out of your girl.
Your girl's mouth is about to be the United Nations. Oh my goodness. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Oh, whoa. Hold the phone. Apparently, they're telling me here, Seth, who's the indicator guy, has got some calls for us. Yo!
How's it, Rand?
Are you telling me there are calls that the indicator has now told us that there are calls?
There's a call.
Okay, hold on. Okay, tell me what you... Whoa. Show me the indicator. What's the indicator saying? Easy algo. What's the algo saying?
The algo is saying stacks is looking good.
Okay, tell me why. Tell me what you're seeing.
Prices literally just tapped into this monthly pivot and reacted off of it, breaking the trend line. So I'm looking to get into this trade on the retracements into the buy zone over here.
Okay, so what you're saying is, just again, how does this indicator work? It takes the real money flows, and what it does is it gives you an indicator. The 3 lines, if the price breaks above the 3 lines, the tighter the 3 lines, the higher the price will go, right?
Exactly. This is not such a wide pivot, but look at how it's reacted off of it. It dipped in and we got this big move out of the pivot, which is showing a lot of strength in this region.
Just show me 1 or 2 cases where the indicator is given like a similar indication and then what's happened next.
There was actually some very great movements today. I'll show you now.
Okay, so you're setting the thing. By the way, guys, if you want this indicator, it's called Easy Algos. There's a link below. Seth built it with his development team. It is one of the most accurate indicators that I've ever seen. So you'll see now how this indicator works.
So I've got 3 trades just to show you how it worked today. If you were watching this trade earlier today, as price broke out of this pivot grid, this is a daily grid, so this is more for day trading. This would have been your entry as it broke out of the grid. And you can see over here, it shot up a nice 5%.
If the price goes above the grid, we buy. And you see what happens if it does go above the grid. If it goes below the grid, we sell. Show me another example of where we went above the grid.
Here's GRT today, which would have been a great one as well.
Oh, man, look at that. Got above the grid. Holy shit. Guys, this is like, honestly, I don't rave a lot about indicators, but this indicator is unfucking believable. If it does break the grid, these things fucking fly. And if you do sign up for the indicator, you get like videos on how it works. You get to join their Discord. It's like a great community. It's like they're amazing people. Yeah. All right. So the one that you said is stacks is the one that we must look at now, right?
Yeah, this one's looking good.
Is there any other one that's looking good?
Not buying right now. Wait for the retracement.
Okay.
This is what I'm looking to personally enter. Back into the grid. Let me put the monthly grid on quickly. This is going to be more of a swing trade, so more for spot entries, not really leverage. There you go. That's it.
Okay, so yeah, guys, if you want this thing, this indicator that Seth's using, and you want to learn how to use it, at the bottom here, there's a thing called Easy Indicator. Where is that?
Easy Algo.
Sorry, Easy Algo indicators. Where is that? Up. I'm going to refresh because I can't. Underneath Banter Bubbles. Okay, yeah. So you can see here, sign up for Easy Algo today. This is the link. Go and check it out. You get like a whole lot of videos. You join a group. Like it's like a community. It's not, you're not trading by yourself just using the indicator. It doesn't work like that. All right, listen, chaps, I have to go. I've got shit to do today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, trade well, my friends.